Good morning, dear students. So today we are discussing a topic named spectral series. So in the last previous class, we had discussed the spectrum, what is known as spectrum, light emission spectrum, and also we have discussed the total energy of the electron in an orbit, in a stable orbit. So now in today's class we are discussing the spectral series. So here, as we know that hydrogen is the simplest atom and therefore it has the simplest spectrum, we can say. Okay, it has the simplest spectrum. So if you observe the hydrogen spectrum here, hydrogen spectrum, this one is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 656, 434 nanometer and 434, 410, 1 nanometer. So this is what the hydrogen spectrum. So where we are having the different series of spectral lines here. Each of the spectral is having the space between them and each of the line spectrum is having a particular wavelength in the decreasing order. Here the first line we are having a wavelength of 656.3 nanometer, and next we are having a 486.1 nanometer, 434 1 nanometer, 410 nanometer in a decreasing order. And as we go further, we can observe all the line spectrums which we are going in a decreasing order, they come very close to each other like this. They appear very close like this. Okay. So this is what the hydrogen spectrum. We can observe the different spectral series here. Now the first series, which is having a particular wavelength of the 656.3 nanometer, is having a red color. So here we are denoting it as a H alpha, H beta, H gamma, H delta. Now here we have considered a hydrogen spectrum, who's having a spectral lines, a spectral series in the decreasing order of wavelength. So the first, and this was the first series, which is called as a Balmer series. A Balmer series. The first, it was observed by our name of the scientist, that is Balmer. which was seen under a visible region. This comes under a visible region. So it is named as a Balmer series. It was the first spectral series which was observed by the Balmer in a visible region is called as Balmer series. And this is what the spectral which we are observing here, which comes under the Balmer series. So where we are having the four spectral lines here. H alpha, H beta, H gamma, H del are the four spectral lines which we are observing in the visible region under the Balmer series. So the first line, which is having a wavelength of 656 656.3 nanometer of wavelength, is a red color. Is a red color, which is having a higher wavelength. Next, if we go for 486.1 nanometer, it is a blue and a blue. So each of them have a particular wavelength and they have a particular color here. Next, if you go for 434 nanometer, it is a blue green. Next, 410.1 nanometer, it is a violet color. Violet color. So each of the spectral series, they are having a particular wavelength in a decreasing order and they have a particular color here. Okay. So that is what the Balmer series here. So these are the four spectral lines which can be seen under the visible region in Balmer series, and this series is named as a Balmer series. Right. So to find out the wavelength of this each spectral line, there is an empirical formula. So that empirical formula is given by 1 by lambda for Balmer series. For Balmer series, there is an empirical formula. Then 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square for Balmer series. For Balmer series, where here lambda indicates the wavelength, R indicates the Rydberg constant, whose value is 1.0972 into 10 to the power of 7 per meter is a Rydberg constant value, and here n is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Right. So for first spectral line H alpha, here n is equal to 3, and for H beta, here H indicates the hydrogen, right? And n equal to 4, H gamma is equal to, that is n equal to 5, H del is equal to, n is equal to 6, and so on. If we see further series here, they are coming very close to each other of these spectral lines in a decreasing manner of this wavelength. So there is n equal to 3 for H alpha, n equal to 4 for H beta, n equal to 5 for H gamma, n equal to 6 for H del. So for the four different spectral lines, we are having the values as n equal to 3, n equal to 5, n equal to 4, n equal to 6 under the Balmer series. So we can calculate. If I substitute the value of n equal to 3 here, and if I substitute the value of Rydberg constant here, then I am going to get the wavelength of this spectral line of the first Balmer series line. You will get the, if I calculate, then I will get 656.3 nanometers. You can calculate this one. Okay, try this one at your home. So if I substitute the value n equal to 3 here and the Rydberg constant value here, then I am going to get the wavelength of this first spectrum of this gamma series, that is 656.3 nanometer. If I substitute n equal to 4 here, then I am going to get 486.1 nanometer. And if I substitute n equal to 5 here, then I am going to get 434. N equal to 6, I am going to get 410 nanometer. Okay. So this comes for the Balmer series. This is for the Balmer series. So other than this Balmer series, we are having a different series named as Lyman series, Paschen series, Brackett series, and P-Fund series. Other than this Balmer series, we can have some other spectral series also named as Lyman series, Paschen series, Brackett series, P-Fund series. Right? So here this Balmer series can be seen under the visible region. Lyman series can be observed under ultraviolet region. Okay. And visible Balmer series can be seen under visible region. Lyman series can be seen under the ultraviolet region, and the P-Fund series can be seen under the infrared region. So as we are having for Balmer series, we are having a different spectral series, that is 4 spectral series. In the same case, in Lyman series also we are having the different types of spectral lines where we can observe in the different series, the Lyman series, Paschen series, Brackett series, and the P-Fund series. Right? So, and this P-Fund series and Paschen, Brackett, and P-Fund series can be seen in infrared region. So as these are all things discovered by these all series are discovered by Lyman, Paschen, Brackett, P-Fund, and Balmer. Hence they are named as a Lyman series, Paschen series, Brackett series, P-Fund series, and Balmer series. Lyman, Paschen, Brackett, P-Fund, Balmer are the name of the scientists here, which were discovered by them, and hence they are named as that. So for these spectral series, we are having the empirical formula. For first Lyman series, we are having the empirical formula is 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by n square. Here n equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, and for Paschen series, where 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 3 square minus 1 by n square, where n equal to 4, 5, 6, dash. Similarly for Brackett, we are having 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 4 square minus 1 by n square. Here n is equal to 5, 6, 7, dash. Similarly for P-Fund series, we are having 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by n square, where n is equal to 6, 7, 8, that is. So these are all the empirical formula for different series. For Balmer, this one, and for Lyman, here n is equal to 2, 3, 4, and here for Bastian n is equal to 4, 5, 6, for bracket 5, 6, 7, for P fund 6, 7, 8. So here 2, 3, 4, what they are indicating it? They are indicating the 2 indicates the first line of the Lyman series. 3 indicates the second line of the Lyman series. Similarly here also 4 indicates the first line like this. 5 indicates the second as we have mentioned here. So for H alpha n equal to 3, n equal to 3 for first line, n equal to 4 for second line, n equal to 5 third line, n equal to 6 for fourth line. So in this way we are going to calculate the wavelength of the each spectral line by using this empirical formula. So generally we can add this formula like this also in general form, r into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. This is the general form. Okay, this is the general form we are writing. Right? So today we'll stop here, and this is very important, very important topic, and this empirical formula is also very important. Right? In exam point of view, they might ask you the numericals based on this also. Okay, so just practice this at your home. So write this formula at least for 10 times for all series, for Balmer's, Lyman, Bastian, bracket, different series. Okay, so Lyman series, for Lyman series we practice for 5 times, for Bastian series we practice for 5 times, bracket series for 5 times. You should remember the n value here. If you write here n equal to 3 for Lyman series, then it will be wrong here. Okay, so practice it for at least write these all empirical formulas of these all series at least 10 times. Okay, at least if you write it 10 times, then you get the perfection on this one, because number of times in exam point of view, most of the numericals from this chapter they ask on this only, on this empirical formula. Based on this empirical formula only they ask you the number of times the numerical questions. Okay, so we can also find out the frequency also here. So how can we find the frequency here? As we know that 1 by lambda can be written as nu by c. Okay, so just if I replace this 1 by lambda as nu by c here, then I can calculate the frequency of this particular line also. As we are finding the wavelength here, we can find out the frequency also. Okay, so this is what in today's class we have discussed. So in the next class we will discuss the next topic. Okay, thank you.